I will go ahead and start the recording.
You want to mute everybody? And just be sure to record this.
Okay, so I have everybody muted and I still have background noise. Why is that?
Good morning, everybody.
Hello, Sadur. Go ahead and mute yourself because there's sirens and stuff going on, okay?
I see Sager.
Yeah.
Sager muted.
That's weird. Sadur is muted, but he can still talk. Why is that?
I think it's I only see, oh, there you go. There, now he's muted. Sager's still not muted.
Oh, there. He doesn't have a voice. He doesn't have anything coming on.
Yeah.
Down. Okay. All right, everybody, let's get started. So we have lots to cover today, and I'm just going to go ahead and just jump right in. Okay, Suzanne? So please ask questions. Welcome, everybody. Like I was saying before, we're happy to have some of our new builders on. And we've got Rupesh and Durga from Nepal, and just really excited to have expanding markets happening. But I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. And I don't know why I always forget to put this back at the beginning. And everything is just not working today. What's going on? Big delayed reaction here. Okay, so everybody grab your favorite oil and put on. I love using the Intune oil. Intune oil is the oil for focus. And so I think it's really good when we're working on our business and all the practices of putting our businesses plan together. It's real important to do that. So, okay, so support. We are going to cover the very last part of the book. And I feel that this is the most important part of the whole class. This is the most important part of the whole business aspect of it, is supporting people. You just don't sell people oils and walk away. And it's so easy to have that happen when we get so busy in our day and so busy, you know, things just one day leads to the next, and next thing you know, the wellness consult didn't happen, or people don't understand the loyalty reward program, or there's all these things that can really happen that are really important for us to do, and to be in communication with our new people that we brought on. And you know, sometimes it does take a lot of work to bring new people on, right? And then we just leave them. That's not a good way to approach things. So no matter your product that you're selling, ultimately you are in the business of education. Your customers need to be constantly educated and taught how to make never-ending improvements in their lives. I mean, one thing that I love when we had our classes here, Cindy, my upline, that's Suzanne's sister-in-law, she had classes every month at her house where we would do DIYs, and we would talk about different products and just really do a deep dive into these products and how valuable they are. I learned so much all the time. And it was just so amazing to see the depth what these oils can really do. So I just wanted to really make a big point here. What is the difference between selling and service? I want to ask you, why does the market pay you? Why do you get paid? So maybe people in the chat box kind of throw out some ideas. Why do you get paid? Suzanne, maybe if you can holler, anybody chatting anything?
Yeah, not yet.
Everybody gets paid because of their good looks?
Service, for an outcome they want.
Okay. What else? Anything else there?
Just those two so far. Service, another's just service.
Okay. Well, what is our role in network marketing? What is our role as your CEO of your business? You are your own entrepreneur. What is your title and how do you take it on? I find a lot of people who I'm talking to, they want a job. They just want to get paid. They just want a job. And the difference between when Larry and I opened up our print shop, we didn't get paid for years. Like, I don't mean to say that for for doTERRA. I'm just talking about my print shop. I mean, we went to the bank and got a big loan and bought equipment and had employees, and we had all these responsibilities, and it was just like day in and day out working and working because we knew eventually we would get a profit. But being an entrepreneur takes that kind of mindset. But being like, when you go to the grocery store, I don't know if they have this kind of service in India or Nepal, but when you go to a grocery store, sometimes you'll be at the grocery line and you're checking out with your food that you're buying. There will be a bagger, like somebody who puts the food into a bag at the end of the line. And that bagger has some value, but they don't get paid very much, right? Because they don't bring a huge amount of value. Now, I don't want to say that this is that they have a bad job or something, because it's nice and it's a good starting job. But how do you perceive yourself in the marketplace and how you get paid?
So Becky, there's a couple more answers.
Okay.
To educate is another one that was said by Annalise. A bit of both education and service, and then hard work to help people, and then to experience and share about the best natural solutions to a holistic lifestyle. And we get paid to empower people with their health. So
That's great.
great
Good answers,
answers.
you guys.
Yeah.
Very empowering. So, what is a CEO in a business of? There, like when Larry and I owned our print shop, we had to create systems. Like, the more efficient our systems were, the more money we paid, because things got more efficient. The systems that you put in place create efficiency and duplication. An entrepreneur is actually someone who's finding and solving a valuable problem. So, an entrepreneur like me, when we started our print shop, we were entrepreneurs. You have to be very creative and think outside the box and be able to think of what is needed and be able to, how do you know what is needed? Is you don't need to become an expert at anything. You just need to ask lots of questions to find the solution for that person's problem. Let me say that again. You just need to ask questions to find the solution for that problem. And then what is a business of a marketer? That's what we're doing. We're marketers, right? We're in network marketing. We are in the business of delivering the solution to the marketplace. So you have to get attention. You have to ask, or to be in action and become value. You have to become a value. So value is not price. I don't know how many times some of my leaders have said, nobody wants to buy anything because it's too expensive. Well, that's because they're not putting a value on it. That's because they're not asking the right questions. That's because they're not finding out why the person reached out to them, took their time, because they have a problem. And we need to go through and solve that problem. So, to be a really good entrepreneur or a really good CEO, you have to put all of these things in together to be able to find what the value is. The value is nothing more than being useful. The value is nothing more than being useful. So, being able to have all of this come together is what we're going to talk about today. Any questions on that? Everybody get that? I mean, I just really want to go back and say that we are not employees. When you're just sitting around waiting to be told what to do, or this is your next thing, go sweep the floor, bag those groceries, do those things, you're going to have no value. But if you start to look at it on, like, how do you onboard customers? How do you make a healthy customer community? I really like that because we're in the business of health. I love that. Healthy customer community. Customers make up the majority of our team's volume. And right now we are building a lot of leaders, right? We're looking for a lot of leaders out there and stuff. So we're focused on bringing in more CEOs and whatnot. But it's all the same. Everybody's still a customer at one point, right? The relationship to your customer is to foster that relationship. I mean, you want to make sure that you're really reaching out to people and asking questions and providing a need or providing a solution for their need. So I summarize this list. Some of this stuff on these books, you really have to just open up this book and read through it. So I went through and summarized a lot of this. So when somebody first orders the kit, while they're waiting for the kit to arrive down here, you want to begin an email sequence, a welcome email sequence of like, here are what the oils are. Here are different links that they can go through and click on and find information. Let's schedule a wellness consult. And let's give them a live guide or email them the PDF of the live, share, build guides. You want to add them to your contact information. One of my most favorite tips that Cindy told me is in your phone, when you have a new person, put their account ID after their name on the phone. So many people lose their account ID information, and that to me is so helpful. And I love this oilgames.com/love dash oils. You sign up for it for free, and every day it will send you information about a new oil. And that's called the drip campaign. And that's just a way to help people learn more about the oils. It's just a little bit of tidbit stuff, but it's just a way to keep educating yourself. Of course, then you want to make sure you have the wellness consult. And then we've had classes where we've gone over what wellness consults are. I'm not going to go into that in depth. And then we have every month you want to reach out and communicate to people. So I love doing an email newsletter. I love texting people from time to time. And I try to put everybody, I have like 600 people I try to go through and just reach out to them every month. It doesn't happen. It doesn't happen, but it's real important to let people know that they need and are okay to reach up to you and to ask you questions too. And periodically, you need to go back and make sure that maybe you have another wellness consult that you can schedule. Maybe it's been 90 days or 120 days, and it's time to regroup, and maybe they are ready to move on to a new wellness concern that they have and to keep them. So, the goal here is to have everybody ordering every month so that everybody is taking the full benefits of what the oils can be for them in their lives. So again, then you want to ask them if they're ready to host or if they are interested in maybe building the business. So inviting them to host, this is really where that reaching out, because sometimes you could feel that your hundreds names list kind of gets a little dried up, like maybe you've already reached out to all those people. But really, in reality, that 100 names list is 10,000 names list. There's so many people you know in your life, you just don't realize. But if you reach out to the people you signed up, they also have a hundreds names list. And to have them be inviting and helping you grow your business is really powerful. So a wellness consult here is just a simple checklist. I love going through the live guide. I love to ask what questions they have. Like that's so important. Usually when I first sit down and do a wellness consult is to go through and ask them, what's your needs? What would you like us to accomplish today? And then go through the live guide. I also really want to make sure I connect them to, you know, their plan, like coming up with how to teach them with the LRP, how to order a plan every month. Okay, so that way they can get on that loyalty reward program and be serviced properly. And then connecting them again with the continuing education and all that kind of stuff. You want to nurture your customers. Cultivating a vibrant community of essential oil users is so powerful. Um, and so we are just really excited to some things that we have coming up here that really does support what I'm saying here. Truly, when you have ongoing education, it's a gold mine waiting to be inspired. There's so many things that these oils can be used for. So discovering people's needs, like really what is it that maybe some people have animals and maybe they want to know how to use oils on their animals and stuff like that, and which is not really in the normal mainstream of what we're talking about, but these oils can be used on pets and it's incredible. So you want to go through and make sure you resolve their concerns. A lot of times people say, well, that oil didn't work for me. I don't want to say a lot of times, I rarely actually have that. But maybe some people could ask, be asking questions about, are these pure? Or after, when we do our original class, so much we cover, a lot of that's forgotten by the time people get the oils. And maybe they don't remember like, different things and different concerns that they have about oils. Like what are the toxicity? Why, so you basically just want to ask and figure out what their blocks are, what's going on. And then you can help them with a different solution. So sometimes if you have somebody who tried lavender for sleep and perhaps maybe lavender was not working so well for them, well, we have a lot of other oils that work powerfully for sleep, like vetiver. And so maybe their body chemistry works better with vetiver. And so when you go to a doctor and they prescribe you a medication, you go home, you use it, and it gives you these side effects, or you don't like what you're getting from that medication, you will go back to the doctor and say, I don't like this, and they will do something different, right? So there's nothing that's exactly the same thing that we want to make sure that we have the expectation of things put out there. Okay. And I think that's the biggest part that I really want to convey here. So continuing education, this is where a lot of the fun comes through, where you really start to get that energy and that momentum going, is when you have your friends come to a class and then they bring their friends. Maybe you do a little DIY, which is do it yourself recipe of making cookies or making lotion or making a diffuser blend. There's so many things that can be done to help people play with the oils and experience what they can be doing. So we really like the inviting them and having ongoing classes. We also like to invite prospects who didn't enroll at the first class. So giving them an opportunity to come and experience the oils in a different way. Maybe some people just really need to experience the oils before they buy. Again, more classes. There's lots of topics that we can have. We've got cooking classes, children's classes, weight classes, energy classes, exercise, movement, restful sleep classes, emotional aromatherapy. I'm a certified Aromatouch technician, so we can do massages and facial cares and intimacy. I mean, gosh, just think of all the different things that these oils can support. Essential oil gatherings is invite people to get together and experience the sense of community while exploring creative ways to use the oils and products. This gets people talking and asking more questions. When we do these classes online, we have to mute you guys because we're going through and recording things and stuff, and it's kind of frustrating. I know, I get it. And so we want you to be engaged and create those opportunities for that engagement. I would challenge you guys to do ongoing classes like this. Twice a month would be really great. Even if you did one once a week, that's even better because the more touches you have with your people and having an opportunity for classes, the better. So a lot of times we don't do follow-up, and follow-up is so important. So not only do you have classes, which is a follow-up in a lot of ways, it gives you a reason to call people and say, hey, I'm doing a class, we're gonna make lotion, come on over. Or hey, we're gonna do cook some our favorite dishes with the oils. Why don't you come over and we'll experience eating the oils? And that's a good way to follow up, right? And so one thing I really like about this book, this PDF, this business building book, is there's tons of scripts in there. Sometimes people get afraid to pick up the phone and call. And I get that. Don't you, Larry? Yeah. Yeah. That's kind of but when you have the excitement of what you're up to, you have no problem calling your friend and saying, come on over, we're having a birthday party, right? You have no problem saying that. So it's the same kind of thing. Just put yourself in the right mindset and pick up the phone and make some phone calls. So this script here is a good way to connect. Hi, this is Becky, your doTERRA wellness advocate. I wanted to call and thank you for being a loyal customer and check in. So obviously this might be a call for somebody that maybe you haven't touched in a while. They could say some things like, oh yeah, thank you. Hi, how are you? I wanted to see if you have any specific questions about how to use your products or have any health priorities that are you're hoping to solve right now. Then you listen to their questions or their concerns, and then I would love to hear how you are enjoying your products and what you're working for. So you just go through and read these scripts. They're amazing talking points. And I think that they're really good to put in your phone too, so that you have them as quick references. And it will help you just get your mind started on making those phone calls. Okay, so the top tips for helping keep that momentum going and keeping in touch with your customers and your builders, of course, is you want to create an urgency. That's why we have a lot of specials that happen. Right now, we have some specials going on for you guys this month. I would like to see in the chat if anybody remembers what those specials are. Everybody type in the chat? What are those specials?
Some of you have already earned them. Many of you have earned them, so you should remember what they are. Yeah, type in the chat if you remember.
I would like to know how many people have won those specials, like me, and just let us know how exciting that was and having those specials
Yep.
and these
Kelly
promotions.
says, Kelly says wooden box. Okay, so it was a wooden box for 3 enrollments, right? Some people have already got that. 50 free points. That comes from doTERRA actually, and yeah, that's something that comes from doTERRA, but that's a promotion this month. You're right. Awesome. The enrollees are only for Malaysian members. That's right. The enrollee oils. Actually, in Nasenla, we got them for everybody that enrolled this month. Everybody got them. They come with their order. They got them with their order. You'll see when they arrive, they're gonna have the oils with their order.
It's very exciting. Suzanne and I and Larry have gone through and put these promotions. So there's promotions that doTERRA does. And then as leaders, so keep this in mind, what we're doing is creating urgency. We're creating that, come on, you guys, it's if you sign up right now, we will be able to get you this, and this. And you create that sense of urgency so that, because sometimes people just get so stuck and overwhelmed. A confused mind is a no. And so if you can help people move away from being confused and have that extra value there to have them purchase because you showed them what the importance is, you showed them the value. That is what network marketing is, you guys, is we're creating value, we're creating the importance, we're creating the systems for people. You use the oil every day so that you can get on top of your health concerns. We do all these things for people. That's why you don't buy these oils at the store. If you go to the store and buy this oil, all of that is missing. So some of you had said, oh, you can see these oils are on Amazon, which, well, by the way, is against the rules. So do not ever sell any oils on Amazon or online. The reason why it's against the rules is A, we can't certify the purity because somebody can contaminate that. And two, we want you to be giving that value and service, that education, that information that is so important for people to feel connected and feel like they can be supported, because you can't just sell somebody one oil and walk away thinking they know what's gonna what's gonna work with that oil. This is an ongoing education thing, and that's what your job is to be ongoing educating. And when we create that urgency to help people on board and help people come on, and then we have that momentum going, and we have another special promotion going on. It's going to be completely different than this one this month. But doTERRA in the United States announced yesterday a BOGO, a buy one, get one free, and for the United States. And it was a surprise. Nobody knew about it all of a sudden. Oh my gosh. And so here we are creating this urgency. And they do that on purpose so that you get that panic thing going. You get that movement happening. And so I really feel the difference between an entrepreneur and an employee or a bagger at the grocery store is just that. is you have the ability to get moving and get going and create that urgency and create that excitement and create that creativity. Entrepreneurs are creative. Okay. So you always want to have your VIP customer list available so that that way you can let them know what's happening and keep them engaged and your builders and stuff so that they know all about the educational opportunities and what's happening and keep that excitement on the front. Okay, so the next thing we want to talk about is finding builders. So um, now you guys are in a new market. So we are looking for builders in the front end. Here in the United States, we are looking for customers, right? And so I wanted to let you know that you always want to never push people to build right off unless they're jumping on wanting to build right away. That's awesome. That's gold, right? But when we're talking to our customers, I would say that's a turnoff. People say, I've had people say, oh, network marketing in India has a bad rap. People don't like it. That is um, a foul. Like, I mean, if you're playing a football game, I can only think of football. I don't know if they play football in India, it's probably soccer. But if you screw up and you miss a point, it's because you're not playing the game right. And you're setting the bad example of network marketers because they're not leading with service. They're not leading with value. They're not asking questions to help people feel like they're being heard. And so if you're able to create that value for your new customers, that they're being heard and that they're being appreciated and that it's been an amazing experience, then they may say, this culture of doTERRA is where I want to be. I see that there's an opportunity here with building this business because it doesn't have that bad name. It doesn't have that bad rap. doTERRA really wants that. We really want to train and duplicate this mindset of creating a vibrant, successful business building community that's not pushing people away. Okay. So expand your influence. This comes from you. This comes from your love, what your excitement, what your why is, why you're doing that. So reach more people by asking those you know to help you connect with their contacts. So you can even ask people like when you're having a class, hey, would you like to have a class? But you can also ask them, do you know of anybody who's interested in network marketing as a residual income? Because right now, more than ever, we are, as a whole world, struggling with having our full-time jobs. I mean, if those who have full-time jobs are great, but network marketing is where it's going to be. People are going to be looking for another way of income. And we want to encourage people to come on and learn this beautiful world of network marketing where they can be their own boss, they can have their own freedom, they can be with their children at the time that they want to be with their children, and they can create their own schedules. But in I've seen a lot of reports say here in the United States, I don't know if this was globally or India but because of this pandemic, that over probably 80% of the small businesses are going to be out of business by the end of this year. That is incredible to think about. Even just the thought of that should put people in action to want to do this as a side business, if not, anything. I mean, they should be wanting to at least have a class here or there, or being able to have some kind of income coming in to kind of feel like they've got some foundation to count on. Because everybody, what's the most important things that people are buying? What do people buy? Why do people buy? What is the emotion that has people buy? It's their health is number one, wealth is number two, and relationships is number three. You guys, we're offering all three. We're offering all three. We're offering health first, wealth the second, but then it could quickly become the first thing, right? And then, of course, I think a lot of people join our team just so they can have a community to be a part of. They want to belong. How many of you guys want to belong? Write in the chat. How many do you want to belong? So
Everybody,
leave your,
right?
what is everybody saying?
Nobody's said anything yes yet, but I know everybody wants to belong.
Nobody wants to admit it. It's a wonderful community to be a part of, that's for sure. So leadership is communicating to people their worth and potential so clearly that they are inspired to see it in themselves. And so that is what you are as a leader, creating new leaders for themselves. So helping support them, encouraging them to teach a class, encouraging them to pick up the phone and call people. And then what a leader's job is to inspire others to be bigger than they know themselves to be. That is what I'd love to say. Is a leader is to inspire others to be bigger than themselves, that they know themselves to be. And I just want to go back and say that that is who Suzanne is for me. She will, she's not my friend, though we're friends. She's a stand for me to be successful, just like all of you guys. I am a stand for you to be successful. I want you guys to be founders of India. I want that no more than, I mean, that is the hugest thing we want, right, Suzanne?
Yes, absolutely.
Totally. And so when you guys are playing small, like, no, 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 I'm not going to do that. No, 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 I'm not going to do that. I'm going to get in your face. We're going to get in your face and say, no, you guys, you got to do this because this is going to be one step that you need to do to be able to be a founder. Come on. And so, what is those limited beliefs that you have that you want to confront? That is what mentoring is about. Okay. And so sometimes we onboard people that may not be good partners for us. So you might want to really take a look at and see really what their commitment is and what their capability is. We talk about this quite often where find out what your list is and fill these spaces in. Are they casual about it? They're not willing to do things. They're resigned about things. They have all these stories and excuses about why they don't want to do things. Oh, the oils are too expensive, or network marketing. But you're still kind of engaged, but you're not. So we call that you're a tourist. You're just hanging out, enjoying the sunshine, but you're really not in action. And so, really take a look at what is that limited belief that could be stopping you, and that is what your mentor is going to be helping you. And so we want to go through, and I'm going to go through and talk about mentoring. So you want to do this ongoing. I found that having an ongoing, Suzanne and I talk every day. We talk every day, almost every day. Maybe there's 1 or 2 days that we don't talk, maybe Sundays or something, but we talk every day. And that constant conversation keeps me in action. It doesn't allow we call it the itty bitty shitty committee, sorry for swearing, in our head that stops us from being in action. And so everybody has those. Everybody has their filters in their life. And so we want to be able to help you get past those and be able to be in action so you can be founders, so you can be the best you. And, bringing your best self, create a big value of yourself for others. Isn't that incredible? That's what we're up to, is we're creating value for others and being able to find your value. And I would like to know maybe what in the chat, what is one of you guys' limited belief? Like what is something that stops you for being in action? What are some people's limited beliefs? Anybody have any? Larry, do you have
Yeah,
one?
yeah, type in the chat if you have any beliefs that limit you.
And so you know, I think that one of the really powerful things is that to being able to admit that that is a limited belief, and to be able to admit that you have that everybody's got them. Everybody has something that they've got confronted with in life. Like Larry would love, love, love to jump out of a plane and parachute out of a plane. There's no way you're going to get me to do that. Like even when when you have that feeling of falling, it's just like if you look over, I just am not going to do that. So everybody's got a limited belief, but I do know that if I jump out of a plane, that then I know I'll be able to conquer more things. I know that there's more things that we can accomplish. So that's just kind of an example. Okay. So personal development is huge, you guys. We are in the business of personal development. And when I remember when people kept telling me that in the very beginning when I got started, I'm like, what? Whatever. That's like, yay. I didn't put much value to it. And boy, was I wrong. This limited beliefs that we all have, we can always do constant personal development because that puts us in this powerful mindset of every day showing up, every day having ourselves show up of value for the people we're speaking to, every day making a difference for others. And my nickname is the Sparkler. And sometimes when I'm not feeling very sparkly, just even going through and just thinking about what does a sparkler do? It just actually puts light on others so they can see their way. It's actually starting and igniting other people's passion and other people's beliefs and helping them through all that. So take time to do personal development. There's tons of wonderful books. Right now, I am personally reading a book called The Closer Survival Guide for Closing the Sale. And I personally don't like to call it the closer. I like to call it the opening because when you have somebody sign on and start doTERRA, it's opening a world of opportunities for them. Okay, so envision your future. Sometimes our mindset's not in the right spot. So we want to be able to envision what we're up to, like the foundership or, all these amazing things that we want for our life. Maybe we want a new car. Maybe we want to travel the world. Maybe we want to buy a new home, right? So being able to envision your future, and a tip is to create a vision board. Take and cut out and Google different things, your favorite home and stuff like that, and put it on a vision board so that that way you can see it every day and focus on it every day so that you can actually create that mindset to be able to help you. Sometimes when days don't go so well, that one person who was going to sign up decided no or whatever, just like, okay, next, because the more times you're out there talking to people, if you talk to 100 people, you're going to have a percentage they're going to sign up. If you talk to one people and that person doesn't sign up and it stops you, that puts it forward your limited beliefs. That means your limited beliefs are not, your dreams are not stronger than your limited beliefs. You're willing to live the story of your limited beliefs than living the story of your dreams and your future. So, in your business, what are the ranks you want to have? You know, how do you see yourself serving others and experiencing that fulfillment? What do you want to be known for? Like, Annalise with your yoga and meditation, and JC, you guys got such great skill sets to be able to really jump on what those things are, right? How much money do you want to make? What is the spiritual aspect? So just going through and really talking about what your future is. Spend time on this, you guys, because when you don't have a plan in front of you, then you're not going to be moving forward. It's like you don't have a roadmap or a thought or that passion that has you wake up every morning to get past those no's. Okay, so make 2021 very successful with powerful intention, powerful habits. Remember, we're creating habits every day. We are doing our duplicatable process. Every day you call people, every day you're going to be doing something, right? And everybody here, Suzanne, we have 25 people on the call today. That's
Yeah.
that's fabulous. Thank you, you guys, for showing up. Because when you don't show up, you're not showing up for yourself. When you don't show up, you're telling everybody it's not important. So what are they going to do? They're not going to show up. You guys, showing up is 95% of it. Because every time I show up, even I've been doing this for 8 years, even every class I show up, I learn something new or it just seeds something a little bit deeper for me so that it's easier for me to regurgitate it back, to talk to other people and tell them about it. Be authentic. Like being authentic, be you. We want you. We don't want you to be like Suzanne. We don't want you to be like Larry. We don't want you to be like me. Please don't be like me. We don't need two Beckys. We want you to be authentic you and to love that, to love you, who you are, because that brings value to others. That brings service to others when you are you. I'm getting emotional about that because it really is important, you guys. And the next thing is to be coachable. When you hear yourself say no to me or to Suzanne, there's a difference between not being coachable and really you can't do it because maybe something's up, right? But when you're saying no because you have a limited belief, then you're saying no to yourself. There's a reason why Suzanne and I are challenge you to step out of that comfort zone because that's going to be what that one thing that's holding you back to be successful. So does anybody have any questions on that or anything?
No, I think everybody, we just, people chatted about some of their limiting beliefs that they can't sell, that people may not be interested, that people aren't educated about essential oils. Anyway, we chatted a little bit about that, but
Yeah. So
yeah, great, Becky, great.
we all have limited beliefs, and that's the one thing that you want to take on the most. Like, if that is something that's holding you back, like for me, for some reason, I have no problem doing these classes, but for some reason, I get stopped really quick when I'm going to do a live video on Facebook. I, for some reason, am trying so hard to do that. And I just feel like people are going to think I don't know enough or it's all about me or something like that. I have all these stupid conversations in my head. And my goal now is to do one a day. I just got to do one a day. And you know what, you guys? I'm going to screw up. I'm going to say stupid stuff. I'm going to have, my hair all out of place. I'm going to, it's just things are going to not be perfect. And that is really what people want is not the perfect, they want to see that you're authentic. They want to see yourself. So, whatever those limited beliefs are, take that on fully. Like if you don't like people saying this, and this, then just get more of those. Start looking for more no's. Because when you're in action looking for more no's, you're going to get more yeses because of you're taking that on. It's just weird how it works that way. Okay, so Suzanne, are you ready to take on the next part?
Yep, yep.
Okay, the screen I have. Well, okay, I'll go. We decided that we're going to keep everybody on, right?
Yeah, yeah, everybody can stay on. So, you know what? Can you stop sharing your screen for just a minute? And can we just see that? Because I just want to see everybody's faces. Can everybody turn on your videos for just give me 5 minutes? Okay. Now, we have two screens full of people, so I have to go toggle back and forth, right? Because there's so many of you on. Oh my goodness, look at you guys. You guys are beautiful. Okay. What we want to do, and the reason that I really feel really strongly about this is because we've worked in other markets. We've got people here in the US. I've got a big team in Brazil, a big team in the Philippines. And what I find is that as long as I do everything and Becky does everything, you don't really grow as much as you possibly could, right? And so it gets to a point, you've been hearing from us now for some of you for a year.
Oh.
So you're going, oh, if I have to hear one more class from that person, I'm going to feel sick, right? So we have lots more we could teach you, but it's time for you leaders to start stepping up and start teaching more and more and more of these classes. So what we'd like to do to begin with is we're going to show you this slide of a list of some just basic business topics and basic product topics. And we want you guys to be really brave and to sign up to teach these classes. Now, what does that look like? It means that you have to prepare. Now, if you're not ready to do this yet, you don't have to sign up. We're not going to force anybody. There's only like 12 slots and it's going to go for 6 weeks. Okay, we're going to do this for 6 weeks and we'll fill in wherever anybody doesn't teach. But we really want to hear from you because what it's going to do is it's going to strengthen your teams. Your teams are going to say, wow, this person's really a leader. They're teaching a class to everybody, to the whole team. And it also, when you teach, you learn the most because you have to study and prepare. Now, doTERRA has lots of PowerPoints, but you do not have to use a PowerPoint. If you want, you can just get on here and talk about whatever the topic is, okay? You do not have to have a PowerPoint. If you want one, doTERRA already has them made. We'll send them to you, or we can help you a little bit with some of the business ones, but they're already created. So you don't have to create anything. You can if you want. If you're really tech savvy and you like to do PowerPoints, then you can do that, right? But we're going to show you these, and we actually want you to sign up for these. These are going to start February 1st. So Monday will be a business training by somebody on this team. Thursday will be product with this if you want to do a specialized thing. So we need you to do a little bit of intro. Maybe half of the class on Thursday is just because people bring their new prospects, right? So they need to know what an essential oil is, the safe ways, the 3 ways to use it, maybe some of the top oils to use. And then you're going to go into a specialty thing, like maybe you're going to talk about emotional health, or maybe you're going to talk about using the oils for women's health, or maybe you're going to talk about oils used for digestion, or DIYs, DIYs that you want to share. Whatever it is, we're going to give you some basic topics, but you can change. You don't have to do these topics. You can choose something else. Okay. So let's go ahead and show this slide, and then look this slide over, look at the topics, and decide which one of these, which date, and which one of these you want to teach, and then type in the chat. And we're just gonna fill in the spots. Oops.
I don't know, it disappeared, you guys.
If you want me to, I can share it. But
Yeah, go ahead and share it, Suzanne.
okay, go ahead and give me permission to share.
I already did.
Oh, okay. Okay, let me just pull it up first, and then I'll share.
It's at the very end after the thank you slide.
Okay. Here, I've got mine pulled up now. Let me just pull the Zoom back up now. Okay, let me share my screen. Okay, so again, we can change these topics. You don't have to do these. Okay, so this is just going to be our World of Oils continuing education classes. Okay, so first, we have February 1st is the first Monday class. So that's next week, guys. This is next Monday. It'd be great. We just thought if somebody did an overview of the compensation plan, the bonuses, right? If you want to do this, type in the chat. Becky, maybe you can write these down.
Yeah.
Again, we have placement strategies. How do you decide how to structure your team? Teaching about enroller and sponsor and how to structure your team on February 15th. But again, we can switch these. You can put in different topics. You don't have to do these. We just want people to sign up for the dates. And if you want to do that, then great. If you want to do a different topic, then great. February 22nd, going through the Live, Share, Build guides, introducing this resource and these tools to people. Okay, talking about the loyalty rewards program, and then helping people to learn how to navigate their back office. Okay, then we have like Thursdays our product. So we thought, again, remember, half of this is going to be intro, and then fitness, oils and fitness, or oils and exercise, or then we have healthy digestion, cooking with oils. And you guys, again, there are PowerPoints on all of these topics. Using oils for children. We did this today in the Philippines. I got up at 5 o'clock in the morning to be on this class for them because one of our leaders did using essential oils for children, and he used the doTERRA PowerPoint and he adapted it just a little bit, changed a few slides, and it was fabulous. Okay. Storm, stress, and sleep, just talking about anxiety and stress and how to combat that. Then we have on March 11th, oils and emotional health. So again, these are just optional topics, but do we have any volunteers? And Becky, are we getting any volunteers? Because guess what? First come, first serve, right? And we really want all you top leaders to teach. Now, whether they're these or other topics, you can choose, but we really want that. Hey, Becky, do we have any takers?
I was trying to answer a question here, and just a second. So people, can I just go back to this question because everybody's asking this question?
Yeah.
When people have a negative mindset about network marketing, it's all over the world, you guys. And the best way to approach that is like, oh, it's a network marketing company. Oh, it's like, yeah, isn't that amazing? It is the best opportunity for you to have a residual income. Boy, you have a negative feeling about that. What happened to you in the past that has you not feel good about network marketing? And just bring it up, have them talk about it. And then you could say, that's terrible. That is not what I'm committed to. I'm training my team to be loving on people, to supporting people, and that is not what we're doing here. So that's how I approach that. Did that answer that question, you guys? Okay.
Uh, Becky, and that also adds about putting people in the placement. We are really looking for that, the seminar, I mean, the workshop, because when we place people, when they don't do it, what do we do? This other question.
That's the $1,000 question. Suresh, let's have a chat after this class about this. Okay.
Okay.
Because that's really, really, really important. And you've got some people that you're enrolling right now. So we need to talk about that. But right
Yes.
now, let's get people signed up. Okay. So Annalise wants to do digestion.
Okay.
Great. Kelly wants March 1st.
Okay. I should have printed this out.
So that means that Annalise wants February 11th, right, Annalise? February 11th.
And then cooking with oils is I don't know how to say your name. Salu?
Salia. Is it Salia?
Yeah. Saluja.
Nice.
Salu.
Nice. I love it. Yes. So you're going to do February 18th.
So Suresh, you want to do March 4th or 11th? So March 4th is
Yeah, I think 11th. My boss says 11th.
Who is that? Who's going to do that? Suresh?
Soumya and myself.
Oh, you're Sonia.
March 11th. So you're going to do the oils and emotional health.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. I like how you said your boss. Did you say your boss? I love that.
Yes, I did. I was thinking about 4th and 11th. She chose 11th, so it is.
Okay, Kelly's going to do the loyalty rewards program. So March 1st, LRP. I love that. Kelly, thank you. Good. Well, that's great. Any more business takers? I know Praveen will do a business one. Where are you, Praveen? Are you talking? We need a few more business takers. Anna, JC, which one are you going to teach?
I've got Manny says I can take, but I'm not sure take what. I can take. Manny, what would you like to do?
Yeah,
Sapna, it's February 25th. Great, Sapna, thank you.
And then Sneha says the 4th on fitness. She'll do February 4th. That's next week, Sneha. That's awesome.
Yeah, I can do that. That's okay.
Oh, I know you're an expert in that. So that's awesome. I'm excited.
Not actually, but I can always try.
And you know what? I'm going to send in the chats. I will send the link to all the PowerPoints. If you want to use those, you can.
Go to the next slide for a second.
Oh, okay.
Whichever is empty, ma'am, you can write my name then. Sapna here.
Sapna, which one are you doing?
I told yes, 25th. I was supposed to take on 11th, but already 11th March is booked. So I can go for 25th Feb using
Sapna,
oil for children.
yeah, that's absolutely perfect. So Becky, I don't have another slide. I just pulled up this one.
Oh, so here I got my screen back up. I don't know what happened, but I can bring up mine if you want.
Okay, here, let me stop sharing.
Actually,
let me make sure we
ma'am,
got everybody.
Suzanne, ma'am, I also want to involve to take one class. I am Maniram speaking from Nepal.
Okay.
Okay, awesome.
Wow.
Okay, if you provide me the chance to take the oil and essential health March 11, maybe very easy to me also.
March, well, so that's product classes March 11th. Do you want to do a business class on March 8th?
March 8, yeah, okay, ma'am, no problem.
March 8th. Okay, who was that, Becky?
I should have printed this out because I don't, okay, I'm gonna go through the list that I got. I have Annalise for February 11th. So if you wanna just,
Yep, I got that.
Kelly's March 1st.
Yep,
Salaya is February 18th on
yeah,
cooking. Suresh
It's
is
8
March,
o'clock.
Suresh is March 11th.
yeah.
And then Sapna is the 25th.
Yeah, but we also got Sneha on fitness on February 4th.
Yep. And so March 11th, I think is already taken by Suresh.
Yeah, so what about the 8th for him?
February 8th is placements and strategies. Well, I don't know. I think
So it's navigating, February 8th is navigate. Oh, sorry, I meant March 8th. What about March 8th?
oh, okay.
I can do that, Suzanne. March
Well-
8th, navigating your back office.
Okay, somebody already asked to do March 8th, but
Okay. No issues.
but if he doesn't want to do navigating the back office, Praveen, there's all of these in February that, could you take one of those either?
I'm gonna stop sharing this. We gotta write people's names down here because
Yeah, I've got them. Yeah, I've got them all written down, but yeah, I'll stop sharing there. Now you share your screen. So Praveen, I'm wondering, what about if you did next Monday on the 1st about the bonuses?
Sure. We'll do that.
February 1st on the 3 bonuses.
Yes.
Okay.
Perfect. We'll do that.
And then I think, Becky, you're going to go to the next slide, right?
so basically no, it was this slide here. There we go. So this is the link for the PowerPoints that we have for the classes that you can download. And they're really, they're really pretty good. They're very short. There's only like maybe the average of 15 slides on each one. But again, we wanted to go through and make sure that you guys, when you're doing a specialty class for like cooking or oils of children, that you do cover the introductions, you do cover what the oils are about, and then you do the enrollment process. So make sure that you have the oils, the kits, and that the enrollment process is there. So I think it's real important that you do make sure that people understand how the oils are used and why they're effective. So
I just put the link to those presentations in the chat.
okay, perfect. Okay. So I was going to type everybody's names on here just to be sure, but it might take me too long here.
Yeah, I think we can put them in and then resend them.
Okay.
I think the main thing,
we're missing a couple of them, that's all.
yeah, is there anybody else that wants to do any more business? So we could use someone on, placement strategies, enroller sponsor, somebody talking about the tools, live, share, build guides, wellness consults. Now, Becky, one of the persons on your team from Nepal can take one of these because he said he would do one of them.
Manny, how about we do the wellness consult together?
On February 15th.
Would that date work for you?
Yeah, sorry, ma'am. Can you repeat once?
I was thinking the wellness consult is a really good one to start with.
Wellness, February 15th.
Does that date work for you?
If you recommend me the February 15th or March at what?
Yeah, somebody's got background noise. If you can mute yourself. So we still have a few people like JC. I'm not sure which one you want to take, or JC maybe you could take feel free to unmute yourself if you want to talk. JC, maybe you could take a business topic. And then we also have Imna Senla. We have Lanula. What about others of you? Does anybody else type in the chat or unmute yourself and talk? Is there any others that you would be willing to do? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 slots filled. That's pretty good. So there's just 4 left to fill up.
Well, my Alkesh is not on and Pinkish isn't on that was going to, and Sadur is not on and Andrew's not on.
Well, and we also, like I said, we have JC and Imna Senla that haven't piped up yet, that I think would be great. So we can talk to them individually and see if we can fill this up. But if you're on and you want to speak up and claim one of these dates, then we'll save that date for you. Even if you want to change the topic.
Yeah, that doesn't have to be these topics for the specialty ones, that's for sure. We were just coming up with a list that would be pretty common, you know?
Yeah, definitely. Okay, well, do you want to stop sharing your screen and we'll, yeah, I'll talk to those other leaders as well. What we want to do is we want to get the dates filled up, and then, yeah, one for immunity, that would be the storm stress. And that one would be all about building your immunity and strengthening your immunity during these difficult times. Yeah, that's kind of would be a good one on that topic. And yeah, Kelly, I sent the PowerPoint presentation is, for the, you're on a business training. So yeah, that's great.
Good.
Yeah, wonderful. Okay, Imna Senla, are you going to take one? JC, are you going to take one? Actually, I think JC got knocked off here. So I'll touch base with her. I talk to her every day. So that's great. Okay, Becky, we'll go from there and then we'll see if we can get the others filled up as well.
Okay, guys, thank you so much for taking the courage and stepping up, for those who stepped up. And I know those who are still thinking about it, talk with us and see what's there for you that has you not want to do the class, or like, oh, maybe you don't know. I tell you what, the best thing is jump out of the plane and just do it. And that is the only way. The best way to learn is to teach. Seriously.
It's really true. And by the time we go through this first 6 weeks and you see all these different leaders teaching, you'll go, hey, I think I can do that. And so it's just really important that you leaders in this market start to strengthen, and then your teams are going to really, they're going to look up to you. They're going to want to come and support you and listen to you, and it will get them learning more and wanting to come more. So we really, really appreciate that. So anyway, I think that's it. Oh, yeah, JC said she's trying to reconnect right now, but I'll work with her and get her on one of those dates.
Okay, well, thank you so much for joining. I hope it was of value to you today. And please reach out to us if you want to sign up for one of those classes. We'll be able to send that list with the completed names on there, Suzanne. But
yeah, I will. I'll fill it out and I'll send it out to everyone so you have the list.
And then we'll keep that.
I was going to say, then we can also, we'll send out we can still use our Zoom link. We can still use our, we can create a flyer for you to send out to people. But when it's your class, it's your class. So you can welcome everybody. You'll start the class. You'll end the class. It'll be your class from start to finish. I think it's really important.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Manny, for stepping up. And thank you, guys. Thank you, Sapna.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am. Bye-bye.
Thank you. God
Thank
bless
you.
everybody.
Have a good
Yeah, thank you
evening.
all. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay. Bye.